Hi, David. Thank you so much for doing this interview. If you wouldn't mind to start us off, I'd like you to introduce yourself to the folks that are listening and share with them your current position.
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me do this. My name is David Moora. I'm the director here at the American Bar Association section of dispute resolution. Uh, I've been in this position for about 4 years now, and the ABA section of dispute resolution is the association for mediators, arbitrators, dispute resolution professionals, people interested in different association networking and such things. Before this position, I was the staff attorney here at the ABA section of dispute resolution, and I actually got this position through an internship. I was an intern here at my 2L year.
So, was it the first job you held in mediation your 2L year that you first heard of mediation?
Actually, it was my first job in ADR, but it was not the first time I heard about mediation. Um, I grew up actually attending the Quaker meeting, so uh, my family and then also the people that I associated with there had always, I guess, talked about different methods of solving conflicts, alternative methods, and mediation was something that was often discussed. And then actually for undergrad, I went to Earlham College, which is also a Quaker college, and there my degree was in peace and global studies. So I've always had an interest in finding different ways of solving conflict that are not as confrontational as going to court. So I've always had an interest in mediation, negotiation, dispute resolution, and from there, that kind of fueled me going to law school. I found in law school that there wasn't quite as many opportunities as I hoped to learn more further about ADR. There was quite a few arbitration courses, but nothing much on mediation. So I ended up doing a joint degree and getting a master's in international relations as well, where I could have a focus on conflict resolution. So I guess my whole my upbringing and my background really made me interested in wanting to pursue this field. And then I was lucky to land that internship my 2L year, and from there I was able to come to the ABA and really start this career.
Wow, David, I didn't realize you had such a long history and dedication to this field of mediation and dispute resolution. When you thought about pursuing a career in mediation or ADR, did you seek out advice from any mentors and what did they say?
Uh, I think, as most people probably have heard, most people say, well, it's a hard field to break into. You need experience. You should be a litigator. You should think about a different career first. And I don't think too many people talked about other fields within ADR that aren't necessarily mediating, arbitrating, fields such as working as a staff attorney for a program such as the ABA, or working with policy and other developments. So most of the advice I got was, you really need to, volunteer and build a resume. But I think most people hadn't focused on the other careers besides being a mediator and an arbitrator within dispute resolution.
Yeah, I think that's true. And in fact, the more we do these interviews, my guess is that we're going to hear stories of individuals similarly finding positions and realizing that a career in dispute resolution doesn't mean you have to mediate full time or arbitrate full time, but there are other ways to be involved in this field. If you had to give advice to a recent graduate or a current student in grad school or law school, what would you recommend that they do?
I guess my advice has to do a bit with my current position at the American Bar Association, where there really is a lot of opportunities to work with experienced professionals here in ADR by being part of some of our section committees, by volunteering. I think really if you want to establish yourself in this field, you're going to have to put in the hard work of volunteering. And to do that, you can get internships, which are fantastic, but really I think a missed opportunity here is we have all these committees that are looking for somebody who is interested in doing a little research, helping out, getting on the calls, helping promote events. And if you do a little work, you'll get a lot of rewards out of it because the people that are co-chairs of the committee, the other members that are part of it, are really people that have established their careers and can help you. And they would be very happy to help you if you're able to help them with some of those tasks. We also have different opportunities where you can volunteer to be the liaison to our section council through either the young lawyers or the law student division. You actually apply for those positions, you don't volunteer, but in those positions, if you get them, we pay all your expenses to participate in our quarterly governance meetings, and that's a great opportunity to learn a lot more about what's going on in the field, and also to meet some of these professionals that are really have established their careers.
That's great. Thank you so much, David, for sharing that. I appreciate that perspective as someone who similarly took advantage of those opportunities and was active in the section, active on those committees, and volunteering. It helped me a lot. So thank you for sharing that. Lastly, I wanted to ask if you could do it again. Would you have followed the same path, or would you have done it differently?
For me, I've been very lucky with my opportunities here, both as being the staff attorney and then becoming the director at a young age. So no, I think it really has worked out. I think, I never tried to go out there and become a mediator on my own, and not to preclude that I don't want to do that in the future. I think that would be something I'm very interested in doing. But I think to get into the field and have the opportunity to work on shaping policy, shaping ethical standards and things like that. There are opportunities there within courts, within different associations. So no, I think this has really furthered me on where I really want to be eventually in my career.
I love it, David. Thank you so much for sharing this. I love the length of time and commitment and history you have with this field, and sharing that if we have a little bit broader perspective on what it means to be involved in the field, looking at policy initiatives, administrative positions, leadership positions, to really shape the field for all of us. That's a lasting impression that I hope folks hear and learn from. So thank you so much for doing this interview, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot, Allison.